Women and girls have been major victims of most atrocities committed during war, ranging from rape to other forms of sexual violence. These lead to grave physical and psychological health complications in their lives.
Our women who are raped falls into prostitution and slave labor, and it has implications because women represents the regeneration of society.
In a one-month field study in the 4 Liberian counties of Maryland, Grand Crew, Bong and Lofa, ISIS Wiki found out that the long war in the country was marked by the most barbaric, brutal and ignominious atrocities committed mainly on women and girls. The effects on their well-being were so grave. Whereas post-conflict processes often neglect the human aspect, and particularly that of women, it is this aspect alone that is a key component in the healing of a nation. Women's health is an important component in lives of survivors, especially in reviving their well-being physically, psychologically and emotionally. In all the 4 counties, the infrastructure was neglected and broken down. Women and girls had limited access to or no services to address their sexual and reproductive health problems. Due to the multiple incidents of rape, most women still experience reproductive health complications that demand urgent attention.
At the same time, my womb, my pee bladder, I was here used to pee leather. Even up to now, sometimes can happen. As soon pee, I want to pee, I can get. Before now, I say, if I wait for some seconds, I can the pee can come also.
This puts more demand on the already strained health facilities.
We need to reach out into the communities. But here in our center here, we are understaffed. For me, I can't tell you I'm able to go. You see, they send this morning, I have 2 delivery cases that be giving me hard time. I'm here doing deliveries and I'm here doing the antenatal, so we are understaffed. If I have somebody that will be here now, I have a case I want to refer. So I alone cannot go out into the communities to spread the news. So we need more staff to spread the news, at least to go into the community, even if they can do horse to horse.
This was in addition to the breakdown of the society, with the young girls becoming child mothers. Most fathers remain unknown. The well-being of women is further complicated by compressed opportunities for survival, albeit added responsibilities. Glaringly, the population, especially women in rural Liberia, are ignorant about HIV/AIDS, knowing not what to fear or what not to fear about the disease.
As a country, we're still in a state of denial as it comes to HIV and AIDS. And it's very, very sad that we find ourselves in that state.
What then are the national concerns about HIV/AIDS in post-conflict rehabilitation?
Unless we move beyond, we look at HIV and AIDS beyond a health issue and a moral issue, because the 3 messages there are actually supporting the moral stance that people are infected because they are promiscuous. Let me say women. When it's men, you know, people don't talk about it. It's another issue. When women become infected, they say the woman was promiscuous.
It is such gaps in health that exacerbate the trauma being experienced by women Any post-conflict rehabilitation should therefore emphasize the well-being of a woman as a key component for the healing of the community and the nation.
This whole country, as I said, is a psychiatric ward. And we are all crazy people here that need help. We all need help.
I can't see you. I was in a bush. When something do, I check.
We all need help. Now, why would we be debating as to whether we need a ministry of social welfare, when in fact, social welfare, psychiatric treatment, psychosocial interventions are what we need now more than we need anything else.
But education as a major component of such a campaign has been neglected in the long phase of the war. This alone perpetuates the levels of ignorance on basic survival aspects. Due to war, for example, many women lost crucial stages in their education cycle. Janet, who is 26 years of age now, is just in level 6. She studies in the evening to hide the deformity she got in the war.
The thing that can make me feel happy, and that the people help me now, that the only way, at least let me advance on my education to help me to do something, because I ain't able to do anything with a hand.
It is not uncommon to see women even as old as 20 years going to nursery school. What could be planned for such women in this post-reconstruction phase?
The children have lost out in terms of education. So you will find today that many of the children who are supposed to be in level 7 are actually in level 1 because of the time they've lost out. We've also ensured that those that cannot complete a good school can acquire some skills.
With education, it would even be possible to bridge the huge knowledge gaps on HIV/AIDS and conflict management.
I think public awareness needs to go beyond workshops and meetings. It has to be public awareness that is action-oriented. So as we increase public understanding and awareness around the whole issue of HIV and AIDS, we need to be able to create a space for communities and groups that are affected to develop actions.
Whereas the role of a woman remains crucial in all economic activities, the war put most women in a situation of poverty and dispossession.
The time the war 140, I used to sell fish. Okay. I will bring a carrot because when you now raise in the market, they can't do it. I used to sell pepper, chicken soup, rice, but rice there now I want la. So I don't sell, but I used to sell small things. I used to sell.
So what are you doing now?
No, I'm not doing nothing.
I don't have nobody to help me. I have my liaison and my relative brother. He learning here. He doing tailoring. He are today. Sometimes if I not get nothing, they also are. Sometimes when they cook, they give me. If I not get nothing, I can do prostitute life. Just for me to come and eat, to get money, so we can eat.
The physical and mental well-being of women should therefore go hand in hand with their economic empowerment to give them hope in the future.
The first thing, treatment and business.
Treatment.
Just for me to move on the street, to be feeling myself, I have to be making business.
This can best be done by intervening in the numerous priority needs like shelter. Without shelter, the well-being of women and that of their families would be affected.
Let's say the government to help me with my horse because there's nobody, no supporter. And again, for my brother children, my late brother children, and for the community, the poor.
For the government, there are many tasks ahead. While the past is still haunting women's lives, the future is but a mirage with needs that seem never to be fulfilled.
In terms of the formal and informal structures, our educational system must reflect this determination to work with our young people in ways that renew faith in our value system. The kind of education we offer has to be different. It must be an education that allows one to leave high school and have a sense of direction for the future and have a sense of nationhood.
every woman has expectations.
When they bring my sheep back, when they bring my goat back, when they bring my clothes, when they bring my back, I satisfy.
Other women are still in pain. They need reassurance on their well-being.
Most of what we are doing are events. We have, until we can graduate from events to processes, we are going to see these kinds of stories. And it's very, very sad that these women have gone through so much. And I want to believe that even the Finda, one like Finda, in her deplorable state, in whatever she was doing, I am sure Finda was able to take her, she was able to register as somebody to vote, and I am sure Finda voted for a government to restore hope to her. These women, no matter how abused they were, voted because they wanted a change. And we are all around here employed in what women have done in Liberia. Well, I don't think we are committed to doing it as we say so. We have too much lip service. Well, like I said, I'm looking forward to the documentation. I'm looking forward to that documentary where we can challenge our partners and even the government itself to see whether we are serious to really do something for these people.
Bong